Beleza, então, próxima parte aqui de GreedFall. Agora a gente vai informar o Constantin sobre o santuário e nada de procurar o outro camarada lá. Não sei bem porquê. Mas vamos. O que tá acontecendo?
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
Caraca.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits.
Como é que
The
é?
islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I
Ali
heard
no
an
saguão.
enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
Caraca, mano, de fato está
My
muito
cousin was
puto.
quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank
De
you,
novo.
sir.
Ah, tá. Ah, vamos procurar o Constantin antes, né? Pelo amor de Deus. E onde é isso tudo? É onde? Tá, é aqui. O Vale da Grande... Tá bom. Vamos dar um pequeno corte, né? Não ter viagem inútil. Ok, Ok, então estamos de volta. Onde é isso, hein? Opa! Ó, esse lugar aqui eu nunca tinha conseguido ir, que tava bloqueado. Será que agora eu libero ele? Vamos ver. Droga! Ok.
This is the camp that Constantin's escort must have established.
It wasn't a landslide that did this, but combat. A deadly one. I sure hope our little governor has escaped the carnage.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Tem alguma espalhada ali do objetivo? Pô, por que ele inventou esse cara? Podia também, pelo menos, me chamado pra fazer escolta.
The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws, and there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep by beasts.
Ok, a gente vai chamar a tribo de canibal?
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantin or Catasach's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Tá bom. Nada mais pra investigar aqui? Tá bom. Ok.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
Eu já tinha vindo aqui?
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catasach and Constantin were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catasach wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are
Ou eu
bodies.
queria essa roupa dele.
Without a doubt, there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantin nor Catasach are among them. Crater. Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures.
Pô, qual é? A gente não vai entrar aqui não? Ué? Pra onde que eu tô indo? Foi desse mapa que eu achei a Afra, né?
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
Eita caraca.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
Eita.
These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Ah. Sai, 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 sai.
Things are about to get
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
É, rapaz, os caras são terroristas.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from?
These are coin guard. But I couldn't tell you if they served the Bridge Alliance or Teleme.
Tá, é aqui mesmo. Que droga é essa?
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Explodir a porta? O que mais tem pra investigar aqui, meu Deus?
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Bugado.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantin or Catasach.
Aqui na minha frente. Acampamento da Aliança Erudita. Eita. Caraca, o bicho é forte. Morre logo. Que droga é essa?
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here?
É, aquele acampamento aconteceu.
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense.
Vamos upar o de Sardet aqui rapidinho. Vamos dar vigor pra ele.
I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantin, what have you gotten yourself into again? These vials look familiar. Catasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantin and Catasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Catasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The
Ih,
beast.
caraca.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantin captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Catasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
I doubt that the Alliance would have decided to openly attack their ally. Don't forget that they owe their continued presence on the island to you.
And thanks to you, I know. But their men were there, on the cliff. And Constantin is no longer among us. Maybe those men are still loyal to the preceding commander. However, one way or another, Constantin is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Tá bom então. Eu vou nessa de ir no posto avançado antes. Ah, mas eu tô meio longinho, né? Vamos aumentar isso aqui, né? Ai, eu vou ter que fazer uma viagem daquelas, né? Ai, calma aí então, pequeno corte. Ok, então vamos investigar o posto avançado aqui da Aliança Erudita. Como é a Aliança Erudita, eu trouxe a Afra. Substituí o Kurt por ela. Vamos ver o que ela vai oferecer pra gente. Antes estava bloqueado por um desmoronamento. Não podia vir aqui antes. Nenhuma área de acampamento? É uma mesa de criação. É grande, hein? O lugar é grande. Fala aí.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desarde. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance
O
outpost.
capitão tá guardando
What
o
can I do
portão?
for you, sir?
Tá bom.
I'm looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him.
Ele sabe que é meu primo, é?
It's dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there.
Lembro que eu achei uma anotação do professor aí sobre um guardião, só que esse tinha asas, tipo um dragão.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well. You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Guardião que
Why
solta
do I have the
fogo.
feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
His Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
His Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right.
Ainda bem que eu trouxe
I'll
ela.
tell you everything I know. One of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? I thought this boy will... Anything else?
Tá bom, calma.
I need to be going.
I would very...
Isso aí, deixa eu passar mesmo. Vamos pegar isso aqui também. Podia ter um fast travel pra vir pra esse acampamento também, cara. Enfim, vamos falar com ela.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
Eu sei.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Só contra queimaduras, tá? Ainda bem que tem a mesa de criação. Frutinhas de beladona, só precisava disso? Esse era o ingrediente?
Were you able to concoct?
Yes, I was.
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same
Ah,
time.
meu Deus.
We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Ok, então voltar amanhã. Vamos avançar um pouco no tempo. Vamos lá. Você tem pra mim?
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really
Não,
memories
tá.
I'm fond to bring
Poupa o
back.
sentimentalismo, vai.
A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantin, Catasach, and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring
Bom, pelo
them.
menos o curandeiro que eu chamei não é o culpado.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
É diferente de vocês, eu não sou idiota na hora de lidar com eles.
You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Ah. Ok, não precisa interrogar o Aiden. Já poupa a viagem, né?
Excellency, I was was told that you saved my soldier.
Sim.
Thank you.
Agora aumenta a minha moral com a aliança
Can't imagine
erudita.
what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes.
Na
I
verdade,
was
não.
able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency.
Eu sei.
Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Certo, então completamos aqui essa primeira parte da busca por Constantin. E o próximo vídeo vai ser a segunda parte da busca pelo Constantin. Enquanto isso, a gente vai ficando por aqui.